spiritual reading, luxury activation, if you will. And this time is for Capricorn season. I hope you're ready. Get your snacks, baby. Sit back and relax and get ready to transform. Okay? First step out the deck, we're just going to get straight to it. It's Capricorn. Baby, I hope you're feeling blessed and abundant today. Okay? I hope you're watching that diet. Okay? I hope you're paying attention to how you're taking care of your body. Okay? Managing your weight. And I'm not talking about body shaming, honey. I'm talking about self-love and self-care. Okay, these are things that are common themes for Capricorns, honey. Okay? So I want you guys to really focus on taking care of yourselves this season and offering abundance to you in all forms, honey. Not just in the forms you're used to, okay? We want new forms of income for Capricorn. We want new forms of abundance. And abundance just mean money, honey. Sorry, y'all. We're going to have a little interruption because I'm outside at the park today. Get outside. Get outdoors, okay? Have abundance around you and your surrounding. Clean up that home, okay? Abundance in your relationships, okay? Abundance in protection. Abundance in play. Abundance in joy, okay? It's not just about resources, okay? Because the resources do what for you? What is it that you want, Capricorn, those resources to do for you? Do you want those resources to give you peace? Because that's what you're getting. Abundance of peace. Do you want those resources to give you ease? Okay? Because that's what it's doing. Okay? You are being ushered into an opportunity to receive abundance. Now, some of you are going to shy at it because it's not in the form of dollars. Baby, abundance could be people representing you in rooms you can't even get into. Okay? This applies to everybody during Capricorn season, honey. Capricorn season, you're being blessed with abundance, but you first need to recognize A, you're blessed, and B, what abundance looks like. Redefining success, redefining abundance, because some of y'all just think it's about money. And it's not. Spirit's saying it's absolutely not about money. It's about joy. It's about peace. It's about ease. This is really what we want, okay? This is really what we need. Okay, play, time to play and relax. Okay, hi baby, make sure you are subscribed, okay? And speaking of ease, some of you are actually looking into learning tarot. Some of you are looking into developing your own intuitive abilities and gifts. And you've been searching for the right healer and you found her. I said you've been searching for the right healer and you found her. Okay, and I'm here to tell you the difference between my tarot school and many other tarot schools is that I care about you, truly. I care about how you learn. I care about how you facilitate your growth, okay, and transform your understanding. Tarot is a language, you see. It's a language. And once you start communicating in that language, it becomes a part of how you speak to the universe. And that process can be difficult at first, trust me. A lot of different cards, a lot of different symbols, okay? But baby, I make it easy for you. I make it so easy. We go back. We talk about what it means to initiate yourself into tarot. We talk about what it means to pick up a deck of cards. We go back to the history of different types of tarot. And I make it easy, honey. And if you're looking to learn tarot in an ease way without compromising the integrity of the art and without learning in a robotic manner, You see, you could pick up a book. And that's what Bobby Hiller did. For 3 years, I studied tarot. For 3 years, I studied tarot before I even started doing any of this. And I would sit in Barnes and Nobles, y'all, and I would just pull books off the shelf that Spirit would lead me to that were on several different topics, from imagery to, one second, y'all, my dogs. Being a mother full time is a lot of work. Okay. I'm out here trying to get him some exercise because, good Lord, he needs some grounding too. He's a Virgo. Shout out to my Virgo. Okay, so I spent some time in Barnes and Noble. I got to transform my understanding by reading various different definitions of each card. I mean, I sat and wrote definition for definition, and there are several cards in the tarot deck. Okay, several cards in the tarot deck. And I sat there every day, weeks on weeks, months on months, compiling different definitions, darling. So you didn't have to. Okay? I learned symbolism, imagery, and these are things you can do on your own, honey. But some of y'all don't want to do that. It's too much work. It takes years to learn this study. And I compiled it into 8 classes. Okay, 8 classes where we break down the major arcana, the minor arcana, the different suits. Okay, you have a month-long guide of different tarot spreads. And I promise you, by the end of this course, you will be reading tarot better than tarot readers. Okay, them little YouTube tarot readers y'all be looking at. Because I'm not a tarot reader, honey. I'm an intuitive and a spiritual healer. You will be reading so well that you won't even need the cards. Challenge me on it right now. Go click the link in my bio. Sign up for the tarot school and transform your life, babe. For real. Because you deserve to learn with ease. Okay? I put it so fun too. Darling, I'm looking fabulous. We're having a good time. Everything's good. All right? Now, back to the Capricorn season reading. Y'all, my dog want to act up right now. Sit down. Come here. Here. Thank you, baby. All right. Let's get into the cards. Some of y'all need to sit down, too. Shit. Capricorn, like I was saying, abundance is going to show up in all forms. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it, darling? Are you ready for it? Hi, baby. I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you? Comment your zodiac sign below so I don't skip you, honey. I don't want to skip anybody. All right, so we're getting into the message for Capricorn season. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, Capricorns, what's your message this season? Boy, standing like that. Okay, Capricorns, you're going through a brand new awakening, darling. Cool, I need to be able to see you. I don't see you. Thank you, darling. You want to come sit down? Capricorn, you're going through a new awakening, a new beginning, a transformation. And it's all about you taking ownership for the balance in your life. You see, because here's the story, Capricorn. You've been going through life a little, some of y'all got a limp going on. You're dealing with some back problems, or you were. Your body was a little bit in imbalance, okay? You were operating out of your masculine energy, which was causing a lot of imbalance in your vertebrae and your skeletal system, darling. Doing too much, operating out of the output. I gotta perform, I gotta do, I gotta schedule things, I have goals. But now you're awakening to your femininity, darling. Some of y'all are getting in shape, praise God. You're getting that body right, okay? You're awakening to your femininity, okay? You're awakening to your relaxation, receptivity. Some of y'all are having a time, darling. Hello. But truly, you are relaxing in the comfort of your home. You are enjoying your birthday season. You are at peace. And this level of receptivity and femininity is allowing you to get this abundance. Because you know, abundance is feminine. You know, Venus, which is the planet ruled by women, or feminine energy. Don't get me started on that. We'll just say this. Venus is for women, Mars are for men, okay? And women come from the planet of Venus is what they say. And the planet of Venus is all about attraction, love, resources, abundance, okay? And I feel like because you are in this feminine energy, it's becoming so much easier for you to get everything you want in life. That them body goals, okay? You was trying to get that hourglass shape, baby, it's coming in. It's coming in, okay? You was trying to get a better diet, baby, it's coming in. Okay, you're nurturing yourself. And that's why you're in this state of flow and balance during Capricorn season. And praise God for that. Okay? It's helping you to find your divine purpose. Okay, all of this feminine energy is awakening your purpose. Come on, thank you. My son said it best. He said yes. He said, come on. He said, come on now, Capricorn. He said, come on now, Capricorn. You deserve to achieve everything you set your desires. Okay, achievement, honey. Achievement, okay? It's like you're three people in one right now, honey. Okay? It's like you're three people in one right now. It's like you're seeing your past self, your current self, and the future version of who you want to be right in this moment. Okay? You're seeing what you came from. Like, oh, I see why I wasn't manifesting my goals because of my diet. I see why, you know, and this really, this is a message for somebody specific. You've been having issues with like your blood sugar, or just your body has not been operating in its highest form because you ain't been eating the best. You haven't been exercising. And Capricorn, for you, that's so imperative to your mental health. That's so imperative to your willpower. You get where I'm going with this? So it's like all of this having to do with your body image issues as well. Like when you're not taking care of your body, it's impossible for you to achieve your goals. It's impossible for you to be in flow with your divine purpose. Okay? Maybe not impossible, it's just a little harder. A little bit more resistance. Okay? But you're rising above that by creating structures and routines. You're allowing your masculine energy to help your femininity. Okay? But you got some choices to make. Do you want to keep running around and doing things how you used to do, Capricorn? Or do you want to relax and allow abundance to come to you this time? There's a lot of lessons that you've learned, and some of you going to have to keep repeating if you don't learn to sit down and let God handle it. Okay, like I said, to stay balanced, you have to learn to receive. If you're always giving, if you're always outputting, if you're always doing to achieve, you're not going to achieve it. It's going to require a lot of resistance. You're telling the universe, I have to work so hard to get things that I want, instead of saying I can relax and receive abundance. Okay? All right, moving on. Aquarius. Kuma. Okay. You're doing too much. I need you to sit down. Okay? Thank you. Y'all, bear with me now. All right, Aquarius. 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 Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. Okay, back to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you got to set some strong boundaries with people. Don't let people play with you, your time, your energy, or your places, okay? Don't let people play with you. Disrespect is disrespect. Cut it off at the front door. Cut it off at the front door, darling. Even with the people you love, you got to cut it off at the front door, okay? I know you're passionate, darling. I know you have dreams that you want to reach, but certain people are hindering you from getting to this goal. And in order for you to get to this goal, you got to set some strong boundaries with people. Okay, you got to set, you see me, okay? Because this is what will happen. People will try to disrespect your space, and that's not happening during Capricorn season, okay? Spirit is teaching you boundaries, baby. Because people come in demonic energy to see what you up to see what you're doing, to spy on you, to be all up in your business. And Spirit is like, we ain't having it today. We got goals to reach. We got things to... I don't even need the cards, honey. I don't even need the cards, okay? It's time to release people around you that are keeping you from what it is that you are required by God to be doing. This is your time. This is your space, okay? And you came here to show out, not shut down. And these people want you to shut down. They want you to be quiet. They want you to silence your gifts. No. That won't be happening today, not during Capricorn season. Spirit has protected you in more ways than one. Spirit has protected you in more ways than one, honey. Okay? Spirit has protected you in more ways than one. Kuma. Yeah. You too. But child, you getting on my nerves right now. Bubble. Here. Here. It's like I'm Kamora Lee Simmons, darling. Okay, I got kids at my job, good Lord. Okay. These passions are important to you. These passions are transforming your life, but they're also protecting your space and your energy. Because these passions are what you're focused on, it's this energy that is protecting you from outsiders coming into those passions, right? Like I said, if it's friends, if it's family, if it's people that you love that are keeping you from what your God-given purpose is, they will be dealt with. Let me tell you something. They will be dealt with, okay? Because you're highly protected and blessed, okay? They will be dealt with. And you have to look these individuals straight in the eye and let them know they will be dealt with. You understand me? You understand me? They will be dealt with. Because when we try to stop what God has already ushered in, you create a resistance around your life that creates curses. You get what I'm saying? And that's what these people are doing. They're creating unconscious curses in their lives, in their children's lives, and the children's lives because of their interference with God's work. You understand me, Aquarius? And you just got to stay focused. Even with all the cloud, even with all the smoke, even with all the debris, baby, you just got to stay focused. You just got to stay focused. Even with the outside noise, even with the hate, you just got to stay focused. All right, Aquarius. Well, let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Oh, wait, no, Sagittarius is behind. Sagittarius, yep. Yeah, okay, you're going to be last, but don't worry about it. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to move from this area because it's a little too loud. And my dog is just having a little too much fun with the people playing in front of her. All right, darling. So we're going to move. Some of my Pisces are moving, darling. You're moving because of the chaos around you. I always notice that in my readings. Give me 1 second. Okay. We're back. Baby, this might be the last time I ever do a reading in the park. I tell you that. All this fucking noise. This is not that serious. And he just does not want to sit down. All this area to run and he want to be all up in me. Go. Here. Child, I just told this lady whose son kept running in the back, I'm like, your son's being recorded, and I don't want him to be recorded on live. Like, I don't want children in the live. I purposely sat in the corner all the way in the back of the park so that her son would not be in the live. And he's been screaming half this dang live so loud for no reason, which that's fine. Children are children. This is the park. But I'm trying to tell you as a mother, don't have your son over here. This is a huge park, y'all. Kuma, calm down, okay? My dog over here flipping out because the child is like got erratic energy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just trying to be polite, but he is gonna be recorded if you don't get him, because I'm not stopping the live. So I was polite enough. I moved over, and now she done moved over closer to me. But like I said, baby, my energy's so magnificent that people stalk me. It's crazy. I've had to deal with it for the entire time I've moved to LA, where people will see my energy and they will come across the park just to walk over here, or they'll come across the park just to sit by me, or they'll see me setting up to do one of these readings and now they want to be in the background. It's very interesting. And I noticed that people in LA struggle with attention seeking. Y'all, this little boy is across the park just screaming. Like, child, why is your child screaming? That's a problem to me. As a healer, I'm like, my nieces and nephews don't be just screaming, ah, nah. If you having fun and you running around, got it. But he's just screaming. Ooh, child. Praise the Lord. I pray for the baby. Because that makes me think there's something going on at home when a child is just screaming for no reason. And the mother's not protecting them. That bothers me. Anyways. All right. Who's the next sign? We got Pisces up. Yeah, we got Pisces. All right, Pisces. And you notice how the energy calmed down as soon as I moved. Child, demons exist in people. That's really what it was. The child had a little demon in it. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you, the child had a little demon in it. And the mama was letting the demon just play and run around and run her. Okay, Pisces, if you a mama and you letting your child just run around and run you, you need to get that child. I don't care if the child is at the park. Including me. Shit. My child been running around, my little dog been running around this park running me. Okay, you got to teach children discipline, especially when they are outdoors amongst people who don't care. You get what I'm saying? Like, people will do all types of disrespectful things to children, and it's just, no, it's not okay. It's not appropriate. But these parents have no ownership of their children. Like, they're not trying to watch their kid. We're at a park. What the hell does that mean? This is where weirdos be at. You need to be extra alert for your child during this time, okay? Okay, moving on. Pisces. Bravery. Bravery is the card. Okay? You're seeing some things happen around you, and it took a lot of courage for you to speak up about it. Okay? It took a lot of courage for you to speak up about it. And because you spoke up, you are going to receive abundance. Okay? Because you spoke up, you are going to receive abundance and blessings. Okay? And it's this to some people it's rebellion, but really it's a reward. Okay? To some people it's a rebellion, but to you, baby, you're like turning your back to it, because you're like, look, no one who ever followed the rules made history, Pisces. And that's look at this. You see this transformation? Do you see this? Abundance and reward. Look at all the major blessings. You're about to get a pay raise, honey. You're about to get some money coming in. You're about to get, and it's because of the actions you took to raise your vibration and to speak your truth. Come on. Kuma's in the background. Kuma's in the reading today. So, when you reward yourself for speaking out and taking courageous steps, like saying, you know what, giving yourself a pat on the back, can really make you feel good. Okay? Moving on. That's because you're not supposed to be all the way over there. Your leash cannot go that far. Come on, go sit down. Oh, Jesus. Wow. All right. Aries. Aries, an adventure is on its awakening for you, baby. This new moon, you could be experiencing some new transformations in your stability, okay? In your finances. You're feeling grounded, you're feeling stable, mainly because you're actually creating structure around your daily schedule, which is giving you more time for freedom and adventure. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have security. All right, you're feeling secure, baby. You see all these shapes, honey? You see these shapes? We got squares and we got circles, honey. The circle is the portal, the square is the structure. You see? You see? So because you are creating this container for your fun, this container for your free time, you are able to transform your energy and your creativity. Bruh. What is it that you want? There's nothing behind me. Woo! My patience, child. Mind y'all, we done ran up and down this dog park for 20, 30 minutes, and he was tired. Now he can't sit still. These are behavioral issues we're working on. We're working on it. And I'm working on my patience, y'all, because I just don't got none. I don't got none. Ooh, as a fire sign, I really don't have no patience. I just be ready to just go. Sit down. What are we doing? Why are we running around? Like, just sit down. All this energy, and then when it's time to go walking and produce it, you ain't got no energy. And this is for you too, Aries. That was the problem. You had all this energy, and then when you needed it to output or create, you're tired. But Spirit is giving you access to a level of ease and less stress. So you don't have to use so much energy to output, and you have more time to create stability in your life and adventure. Okay? So get ready for this change. All right? Change sometimes doesn't look the best. Sometimes change can get a little uncomfortable. Some of you guys, like I said, you were struggling to create an output. Oh my good Lord. The fuck? Everything was getting in the way of you creating. Your environment, the noise. Y'all see what the hell is going on, okay? Now it's time for inspiration. And it's going to take a lot of courage to continue to put your space, to create in spaces that help you to develop your gifts. Okay? Right now, you need to create a sanctuary or a place, a container, a structure for you to be able to create so that you can release. All right? The potential is there. So that's the challenge. The challenge for you, Aries, is to follow your passions, allow yourself the time and space to create with ease, and creating in spaces that don't have a bunch of distractions. All right, there's a bunch of distractions over here. Y'all see me? I was trying to black out the noises and it just wasn't working. Okay, moving on. Ooh, like I said, this is probably going to be the last time I ever do a reading in the park, honey. This is too much energy coming towards me, baby. Too many demons in this world. I'm just trying to heal one person at a time. All right. You know, when the light get in the room, that's when the darkness starts to go towards it. And I just be having to watch my energy when I'm outside, because when I'm indoors doing readings, I do feel my neighbors will like turn their TV down or so they can hear me, or I'll have people like, you know, I'm a celebrity. I really am. So I'll have people trying to pay attention to my readings, and I get it. You know, it's a free reading. But when I'm in the park, I can't have people coming up to me, and there's too much going on. My dog don't want to sit still, which is fine. If we, anyway, moving on. Taurus. Taurus, it's time to get centered in your mind. There's a lot going on in your mind. There's a lot of thoughts that are ruminating, a lot of plans that you want to talk about and discuss, but you're not ready yet. You need a little bit more compassion in these plans, okay? Some of you have plans to like move out of state or transform your life overnight type situation, but you need a little bit more grace for the place. Okay? You don't got enough faith, Taurus. You don't got enough faith for this house. You don't got enough faith that you're protected through this transition. You don't got enough faith for this plan to go through. You are so used to getting things without the risk. Yes, you're used to getting things without the risk, baby. You think that you gotta plan things down to the T on everything you need, when really you forgot that you need the Lord. You need the Lord, Taurus. You need the Lord for all these plans to go through. And the Lord is in your heart. The Lord is in your heart. When you get it together and you recognize that you need to forgive yourself for all the mistakes you made, then this faith will come back. We need to forgive God for not making everything perfect all the time, okay? And you can forgive God for second-guessing his credit score, okay? God has an amazing credit score, Taurus, or an amazing track record if you really check it out, okay? Anytime you've taken action, God has backed you up. And this time you want to question if God has got you in his loving favor and grace. You want to question it? Listen, I'm just bystander. I'm just watching it all go down. I mean, I'm just watching it all go down. Okay, I'm just having a little fun. Okay, okay, and that's what you need to do too. Okay, that's what you need to do too. Okay, two. Is get back in alignment with spirit and your purpose. Because when you're in alignment with your purpose, you ain't over here playing with me. Okay, you ain't over here mad at my ass for keeping it real. Okay, because I got more faith than you. Because I can see it for you, Taurus. I can see you in the house. I can see you in the nice car. I can see you getting the things. I can see you in the relationship. Okay, I can see you happy. But do you? Okay, I can see you and your daughter having cute little teas and crumpets and going to Beverly Hills. I can see you and creating legacy with your son. I can see you doing these abundant things, but you don't believe you're really blessed enough to receive them. You keep trying to check God. You know, you're like that child that keeps getting away from God. God keeps trying to like grab you and bring you back. And it's okay, because we all got our issues now, Taurus. God loves us and made us uniquely, made no mistakes. So when you slow down and you get a little off track, God is like, okay, let me remind you who I am. Let me remind you of my favor and my grace. And let me remind you that it's here. Baby, it's here. It's right in here. But you have to open this heart and forgive yourself and forgive your relationship with God. All right, God, I haven't been checking in with you consistently, but here I am. But here I am. But here I am. But here I am, God. Here I am. I ain't been checking in with you, but here I am. Ready to receive, to be blessed. And I've been straying away from you. Yeah, I've been getting away from you a little bit. But Lord, I trust you. And even if I'm struggling to trust you, I'm going to surrender. And I'm going to step out on faith. That's really what it's about. I'm going to step out on faith. Taurus, like I said, you got this plan, but where's the grace in it? Okay, everything may not work out the way you expect it to. But maybe that was part of God's plan. Maybe that was a part of God's plan so that you would surrender this no risk, no reward cycle you've been in. Where it's like, oh, I got to plan everything down to the teeth in order for it to work. Because you had been thinking that the reason why your plan was working was because of you. You had been thinking that because you had executed every detail, because you had executed every situation down to the T, you planned it down to the day, honey. Okay? That it was thriving because of you. Baby, no. Baby, no. Baby, no. It's because of God. It's because you're blessed. It's because you got faith of a mustard seed. That's why. No other reason. And so God had to let you stumble a bit. Okay, had to knock your socks off a little bit to remind you of his favor and his grace, and so that you would forgive him. Yeah, some of y'all need to forgive God. Okay? Forgive God. Yes, because an adventure awaits for you. An adventure awaits for you, Taurus, when you are ready to take action and take the next step without a plan. Honey, baby, without a plan, without a roadmap, step out on faith. All right? Okay. Next step, Gemini. Ooh. Gemini, you're protected. You're protected in every action that you do and the moves that you make, okay? And you just want to have a little bit of fun right now. Baby, you're protected. You're highly protected, highly blessed. Ooh. This is inevitable. I need you to know. You are protected. Some of y'all are police officers. You're protected by the police. Honey, you got police protection. Child. You got emergency protection. Ooh. Some of y'all need to go get you a plan B right now as you watch this live. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Some of y'all might be pregnant. Some of y'all might be pregnant. Just saying, go get you some plan B. 911. Also, some things are inevitable that you need to start focusing on. You need to have some emergency money tucked away, just in case. All right? Life happens, babe. It does. Some of y'all, you might be in a fender benders and something like that, and you just need to have a little bit extra money just in case to cover your insurance. But also, it's inevitable. 911. Things are changing in your life, Gemini, for the better. You're being a little bit more structured, more planned, and you're recognizing that even though you do have the resources, because some of y'all do and some of y'all don't, you know where it goes and where it applies. Even when you do got a little bit of savings, life happens. Stuff happens, man. Stuff happens, man. And you just got to learn to roll with the punches. You got to learn to roll with the punches. And have a little fun. Life be happening, man. You gotta learn to run with the punches and have a little fun and recognize that these situations are coming to bring a new spirit to you, honey. A spirit of playfulness, of joy. And I know it may look like stress, but you're blessed. And I know it may look difficult, but you're protected. And I know it may look like it's a tragedy, but you're triumphing. Okay, so these situations look one way, but I need you to know that inevitably, it's going to swing your way. It always does. That's what happens when you're chosen. That's what happens when you're protected. Is that inevitably, it works in your favor. That's what happens. So whatever it is, the emergency situation that may be coming up during Capricorn season or anytime that you're watching this, you got the funds set aside for it. And believe it or not, Gemini, this is going to work better in your favor than it did before. That's how God works. That's how his chosen work. That's when you know you're protected. Baby, let me tell you something. Testimony time. Honey, okay? Honey, I dropped my phone and I was so scared, but I was protected. The Lord said, just walk in there and they're going to take care of it. They're going to fix your whole screen. I was like, what? God, I don't have the money. And I do have the money, but I don't want to pay for it. That's my savings. I want to keep it for emergency. Baby, when I tell you I walked in and it was taken care of. Everything was taken care of and I walked right out and I was so scared. But the Lord told me, you are protected. You are chosen. Everything's going to be taken care of. Okay? This is your divine assignment. I can't get the message out if my phone ain't working. And Spirit knows that. Okay? I can't get the message out if I'm in the park and my dog want to be acting up and things just want to start acting. The Spirit is handling it. Have you seen him handle it? You seen the surrounding calm down? My dog over here chilling. All right? Sometimes you just got to surrender, Gemini, and allow God to work it out because you're protected anyways. And when I tell you the night before everything got worked out, I was stressed out. Yes, your spiritual healer was stressed out. Yeah, we're going to be working on some discipline. Virgo, if you're dealing with a Virgo, they need some discipline. Sit down. Thank you. Okay. So, just trust God and sit down, Gemini. Trust God, sit down, know you're protected, know that things inevitably are going to work in your favor, and there's no need for you to be stressed out. Even when it looks like a bad situation or turmoil, things are working in your favor. Okay, next up. Cancers. What's going on for my Cancers? What's going on with my Cancers? Ooh. Cancers, you're releasing your past and you're starting over fresh and new. Okay, you want to take action. This could also be in the love department. For my Cancer women, you are really transforming the way you nurture yourself and show up for yourself. Some of y'all just turned 30, okay? Some of y'all are in your 30s, or you are just learning how to nurture yourself from ground up, whether that be like taking care of your diet, feeding yourself breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all the food groups, honey. Okay, you're learning how to nurture yourself, and I'm very proud of you, Cancer, because that's a part of your life purpose. All right, you're stepping into this matriarch energy. You're stepping into this maturity that is required for you to take it up a notch. Okay, you want to take your life up a notch. Yes, some of you want to make more in life, not necessarily just money. You just want to have more in life. You want a home, okay? And so God is giving you this opportunity to take care of your home right now, okay? God is giving you the opportunity to take care of your home. God is giving you the opportunity to nurture yourself. God is giving you the opportunity to pour into what you have right now, so that when God gives you more, you are blessed and you know exactly what to do with it and how to take care of it, okay? Some of you want to get pregnant. You want to have children. For my Cancer men, you are looking to settle down. You're looking to get into a new relationship. You're looking for the mother of your children. You might have found them. Okay, hello. You're looking to nurture a woman, love and embrace a woman, take care of a family. And right now, it really starts with you taking care of you. Okay, because let me tell you something. A woman can tell when you ain't eating. A woman can tell when you are not nurturing yourself and you're making her job harder. Okay, and so do not expect, Cancer, to get these things out of a woman or out of your partner, whoever's watching this who's a Cancer, or whoever's watching it. Don't expect to get these things from your partner if you can't give them to yourself. If you can't give balance to yourself, if you can't give care, if you can't have a listening ear for your own problems and issues, if you can't vent to yourself, don't make that your woman's problem. Don't make that your spouse's issue or job, because then you'll be constantly going to them to be renewed. So this is a new cycle of you taking care of yourself, Cancer. Some of y'all could be married too, and you have been relying on your partner to nurture you and take care of you, and it's a new beginning. You need to be giving yourself more time to slow down and nurture yourself, Cancers. You need to focus in on creating a sanctuary of peace and abundance wherever you go. Okay, your shell is your heart. And sometimes you can retreat within instead of focusing on loving all of you in every environment, okay? Like I said, sometimes you retreat within when you're a little scared, when you don't feel safe in your environment. And you have to learn to nurture yourself even through those moments, Cancer. Okay? So you're going to be rising above these difficulties in your love life. as well, where it comes to depending on your partners to love and nurture you, and you are going to be able to attract the partner that you seek because you are working on yourself. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you, Cancers. Especially my Cancer men, because you've been releasing a lot of toxic patterns. Praise God. And your faith is increasing. Your relationship with God is increasing because you're releasing these toxic patterns. You know, when you get closer to God, certain things you used to do, you can't do no more. Like lying. Like lying to yourself. Like lying with your time, okay? Now you're spending more time with God and you're being more intentional. Ooh. And you're releasing these addictions because now you see what it can do when you love yourself. It may be in the people around you, or it may be in your significant other, where you've seen how they love themselves and it's inspiring you, or how they have loved you is inspiring you to increase your own self-love, or how God has loved you. You know, the love of God will inspire you to transform your relationship with yourself and how you take care of your body and your temple and your spirit, because you are a representation of God in walking human form. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and move on to my Leos. To Leos. Finally, Leos, things are transforming. We're getting progress, baby. We're getting progress in your divinity. You've been having a lot of dreams about cycles ending in your life and new beginnings happening for you. And you're following these passions, baby. You're looking good. You're feeling good. You're passionate. You're creating. And it's bringing progress in your life. Your patience is bringing in progress. Your passions are bringing in progress. Your pleasures are bringing in progress. Yes, and it's because you see the truth of your circumstances. Can't nobody tell you what is ahead, Leos. You know. You know. You're like, look, I've been showing up. I've been putting it in. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. I've been living in my truth. Okay, operating in a sense of integrity. I know my blessings are coming. And that's exactly what's happening, Leos. That's exactly what's happening. But I don't want you to get too excited too fast, okay? I want you to start building security and structure around this progress, okay? If you start seeing the numbers increase, baby, they're going to keep increasing as long as you increase the progress, okay? Keep going at a steady pace. Don't try to speed up. Don't slow down. Stay at the steady pace, okay? Stay at the steady pace, Leos. Okay, you know how to hunt. You know how to stand in your power. You know your truth, okay? You know your gifts. You know what it is that you are talented. You know why people come to you, Leos. And so when you stand in that truth and you build secure protection around it, okay? You start creating opportunities. Baby, you got partnerships that are in divine alignment because you're operating in your truth. Like I said, you see it before it comes to your door. Some of y'all got blessings coming to your door. Okay, Leos. You could be also dealing with a Cancer, Leo. You could also be getting ready to meet your twin flame. I don't want to get you too psyched out now. But the love of your life is coming in. Okay, the love of your life is coming in. But also partnerships that you feel compassionate about and passionate about, okay? These people love you. They're excited to see you speak your truth. Leos, they're excited to see you in your flow. There's something that you do that just lights them up and gives them security, that makes them feel structured. Like I said, Leos, people know that you do what you do and you do it well, so they're coming to you. And that's creating a lot of progress in your life. And I don't want you to get distracted by this progress. I want you to stay the course, okay? Bobby Hiller wants you to stay the course, keep it going, and continue to focus on developing love within yourself. Because all of this abundance is going to challenge you to get even more into your purpose. All of these partnerships are going to force you to get even more disciplined with your time. Okay? So be very mindful of everything that's happening around you. As you see the shift, it's because you have been purposeful, you've been passionate, and you've been patient. Keep the pace going. All right? Moving on. Virgos. Virgos. You got potential. You got potential. What's the saying? Virgo, some people are second guessing your abilities to rise to the occasion. Okay? And all you got to do is keep getting more structured and more stable, and they will see it. Some people just think you have the potential. You are already there. Okay? You are already there. Some people are like, well, okay, we see you on your way up. Okay? We see you getting the numbers. Okay? We see you, but we don't see you. And you just got to tell them, well, God sees me. God knows my potential, so move out the way. If you don't see it, move out the way. Okay? Have a little compassion, because these people don't see your passion at the front door. They don't see what God sees, Virgo, and that's okay, because they don't have divine vision. But see, Bob the Healer has divine vision, and I see that you have potential far beyond what people around you can imagine. And you just need to forgive these people. You could be dealing with a cancer. You could be a cancer. You could have cancer placements. Okay, this could be a mother figure in your life that is not really seeing your potential. They're second guessing your career path. They're second guessing how you put forth the energy. And this could also be you, Virgo. You're second guessing yourself, and you need to give yourself a little bit of love. And you need to be accountable for how you're treating your passions. All you need is a little unconditional love. Okay? What you put out is what you give, Virgo. And you're putting out this frequency that I don't trust myself, and it's bringing in people that don't trust you. Straight up. Straight up. That's okay. We're going to persevere through this, because you are going to get the support that you need. You will get the support that you need, baby, because you're going to be operating your authenticity. You know what? I'm not there, but I got a plan to get there. All right? And I know you don't see it, but here's how I see it. Let me paint the picture for you, baby. And I forgive you for not seeing the vision, because the vision is for me. You see, the vision was for me. This was my divine relationship. Okay, maybe it's just for me and you, Virgo. Maybe it's just me and you talking right now, Virgo. Maybe the people around you, maybe nobody supports your dreams. All right? And people are like, what are you talking about? But where you are right now, people said you couldn't get to. And look at you shining. Look at you shining like the star that you are, like the divine being and empress that you are, like the divine emperor that you are. Okay, so all we got to do is increase that faith, and your blessings will multiply, and that support will start to show up. And that's what I'm saying. It's just a direct reflection of your level of faith, that you keep bringing in these people. It's like God's way of saying, are you sure? Are you sure you really want it? Baby, are you sure? Are you sure? Because I can give it to... Oh, okay. Because yesterday when you was second guessing your gifts, I had to send your cousin to remind you why you was doing this. And I sent them in the form of questioning. Are you sure you want to do this? How you gonna make money doing that? I know this has worked for you this far, but what about... And you like, what? Maybe I should? And God's like, no. Virgo, I wanted you to use your critical thinking skills. I wanted you to change, because really what this cousin is doing is just speaking what it is your fears are. And you be thinking God ain't smart. You see, that's the thing, Virgo. You be thinking God can't outsmart you now. God knows where you're going. God knows every thought that you have, Virgo, every fear that you try to hide and you try to conceal under that bravado. Okay, God knows. And so God has been hearing some of your fears, and he sent them in the form of your cousin or your family member or shoot, maybe even me. And it's telling you, get it together. Make a plan if you're afraid, and start saying, what if God is in it? Okay, what if it does go bad, but what if God fixes it after that? What if somehow God intervenes and everything goes smoothly? What if I don't know how to do it and God figures out, shows me the way day by day? Thank you, baby, for your love and your support. Make sure you follow and subscribe. All right. So, Virgo, that's really the message, is that these people are being sent to test and see if you're ready for the next level. And if you are, you'll stop allowing these people to scare you and allow these people to help you straighten up. And dot your P's and Q's and I's and get it together, okay? So be mindful of your time, be mindful of these people that are coming your way, and use them as your footstool, okay? All right, moving on. Libras. There is truth and looking at your security. Some of my Libras don't want to pay attention to their finances. They don't want to pay attention to their stability. They don't want to pay attention to their bank account. You need to start making some brave decisions and choices with your resources, okay? That are going to put you in alignment with your blessings. I don't even need to look at the cards, honey. When you are sending fearful energy or avoidant energy towards your resources or your security, that's when Spirit's like, look, you need to take accountability. Libra, you need to take accountability for your finances. You need to take accountability for your security. You got to be brave with the choices that you're making around your home life this Capricorn season. You have been stressing about your blessings, and Spirit wants you to release that because you are avoiding the level up. Ooh, this is a message. Ooh, you are avoiding the level up. The download is coming in. I love when I'm in this energy, when I'm in my flow, baby. When I'm in my flow. Baby, when I'm in my flow, I feel like a divine empress. Let's go, baby. Libra, you have been struggling to accept the abundance that awaits on the other side. Sistren, I love you enough to tell you support is on its way, but God wants you to release these fears and this avoidant energy. You got a lot of avoidant energy, and you have to stand in a level of courage in order to trek through these obstacles so that you can level up. All right? You're going to be sitting in boardrooms with some big wigs, and if you can't sit and talk about finances or your security bonds, like this is what we're talking about. I see you, Libra, sitting with some financial investment advisors, and if you can't even talk about your bank account because you keep avoiding situations out of fear and stress, you're not going to get blessed. Straight up. Okay? Some of y'all want to be business owners, or you are business owners, and you got to talk about the business. But you're too busy afraid to talk about the business and what's happening in the business, that things are happening under the rug. Things are being swept under the rug. Your fears are keeping you from the level up, Libra. Your fears are keeping you from the blessing, Libra. When you are brave, you can tackle these things head on, straightforward, and God has already, the Holy Spirit is here to help you. The Holy Spirit is here to support you. Okay, we got 3 people on the live. These 3 people on the live, I'm talking to you. God is here to support you, but you have to release these burdens You're attaching yourself to poverty. You're attaching yourself to negative thinking. You're attaching yourself to fears. And where God is taking you, none of that can go. Listen, blessed. Somebody say blessed, 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 blessed. In the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't let me have church up in here. So really, you're blessed. And these blessings are coming to you, Libra, because you're not afraid anymore to take it up a notch. To take it up a notch. To take it up a notch. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart. Okay? But this abundance is coming to you, and it also could come to you through relationships, through contracts. Okay? Through marriage, like you're marrying into a relationship. Okay? We got 222 at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Like this energy of bravery is attracting the love of your life. Praise God. It's attracting your tribe. Okay? Because, and you're releasing people that no longer serve you. Because the people that were around you were benefiting from your fears. They were benefiting from your downgrades. Honey, who you were dating was a downgrade. Oh, did I say that? You need to release them. The love of your life is on the way. Okay, if the love of your life is on the way, and Libra, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You got to be in this low vibration. You probably was always drinking when you was around them, doing drugs, doing all types of things. Honey, that's not the love of your life. That's your toxic traits in human form. God bless you, baby. I love you. Thank you for your support. So Libra, release these people that are not in your highest vibration and where God is trying to take you. The level up comes with support. It comes with money, resources, blessings, but you gotta be brave. I can't do it for you. God can't do it for you. That's the beauty of free will. Is the Lord can't force you into your blessing. Okay, God can bring you to a well of opportunities, but He cannot make you drink it. You have to decide that you want to take this ride. Okay? But I have to let you know before you take it that the reason why God wants you to have courage and to be brave is because you're protected. It is because God arms you with strength that your way is secure. All right? It is because God arms you with strength that your way is secure, Libra. So there's really no need to be scared. Okay, I'm gonna get mine, you gonna get yours. There's no need to be scared, honey, okay? All right, moving on. Moving on. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Last but not least, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's happening for you during Capricorn season? Honey, we started a little rough, but we got to a happy place. Okay? Accountability. Ooh. Capricorn season says, have you been showing up in a sense of balance? Okay, Capricorn season is going to require you, Sagittarius, to balance your shadow aspects and your light. You have potential to use this time to transform some of the things that have been challenging you, cycles that you haven't broken yet, things that you haven't faced within your own self, okay? This time around the sun, God is calling you to a level of accountability that you've never faced. Okay? Your relationship with God is going to be center stage during Capricorn season. Your relationship with your higher self is going to require a level of accountability that only you can step into with this high level of faith and authenticity. These cycles are going to continue to repeat until you learn to take hold of your shadow and your light. All right? And I would highly recommend for some of you to go take a look at the Sagittarius season reading, because some of y'all didn't pay attention. Okay? Some of y'all wasn't paying attention. And Bob the Healer's going to reroute and redirect you so you can get back to your blessings. It's about authenticity. I know it was. I don't remember what it was about, but that's Spirit is saying. It was talking about you continuously going towards your most authentic self. But you haven't made that choice yet. Okay? God bless you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Okay? Kuma said subscribe.